Greetings, dear friends. Right now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and picture this. You and I arrive at a vibrant event. The place is alive with people, beautiful decorations, an array of food and drinks. It's a grand celebration, and we don't need to worry about a thing because our host is incredibly generous. We can simply bask in the joy of the moment and focus on the people around us. It's like being guests at the ultimate party.
Wow, that sounds amazing, like a dream come true. But where does this dream world come from?
This captivating world is akin to what the Bible reveals. It's as if creation itself is an expression of God's boundless love, and God is the host. We, humans, are the cherished guests, welcomed into a realm brimming with boundless opportunities and endless abundance, where God's generosity knows no limits.
That's an incredible thought, but I can't help but think about our world today. It often feels more like scarcity and struggle, doesn't it?
You're absolutely right. Even Jesus, who grew up in a world of hardship and occupation, would say things like, "Look at the birds. They don't store up food for themselves, yet they have plenty." He encouraged us to trust in abundance.
I see what you mean, but life doesn't always work out that way, does it? Sometimes there genuinely isn't enough.
True, but Jesus viewed the world through the lens of the Hebrew Scriptures, which taught that our scarcity problem isn't due to a lack of resources. It often boils down to our mindset, the belief that maybe God isn't fully trustworthy, that perhaps He's holding out on us, that there might not be enough for everyone.
So our mindset affects how we see the world?
Precisely. Once we adopt that scarcity mindset, we can justify prioritizing ourselves over others. It can lead to anger, violence, and a world that appears devoid of plenty.
But what did God intend for us?
God desires us to experience His overwhelming generosity. He chose Abraham's family and promised them abundant blessings, meant to be a testament to His extravagant goodness. They just had to trust in His generosity.
What happened when they received those blessings?
Well, interestingly, they entered a land of abundance, but they soon forgot the generous host who had granted them such riches. They started acting as if it was all theirs, leading to conflicts and self-destruction.
You'd think the host would give up, but did he?
That's the incredible part. God didn't give up. Instead, He gave the most extraordinary gift of all, Himself. In the form of Jesus, the host joined the celebration, living with an unshakable belief that there's always enough. Jesus' abundance mindset led Him to live a life of extraordinary generosity.
What did Jesus teach His followers?
He encouraged them to sell their possessions and give to the poor, and not to worry about their lives. He invited us to embrace a different narrative, one rooted in trust in God's boundless abundance.
But didn't Jesus face hardships?
Indeed, He did. He was betrayed by His friends, endured immense suffering, and faced relentless hardships. But He wasn't surprised. He knew people might exploit His generosity.
So what did Jesus do for us?
Jesus gifted us His own life. He embodied God's generosity. Through His life, death, and the scars He bore, He ushered us back into the realm of abundance.
That's profound. What should we do in return?
Jesus calls us to live as if the grandest celebration has already begun, something He calls the kingdom of God. Our invitation to this magnificent feast is the personal presence of God's Spirit. God's Spirit teaches us to trust in the generosity of the host, much like Jesus did. When we believe in abundance, opportunities for generosity flourish everywhere, in our time, resources, and attention.
So, sharing with others becomes an essential part of this abundant life?
Absolutely. It's one of the most profound ways we can experience the abundance of God's new creation. It's a tangible expression of our faith in the generous host.
This is a remarkable perspective. As we navigate our journey of faith, let's cherish the fact that we are guests of the most magnanimous host. May we embrace His boundless love and extend it to all we encounter. Thanks for joining us. Have a blessed weekend.